Greetings, meatbags, bots, and other sentient beings. Last night, history was made. Cyraxx literally out-bullshitted Music Biz Marty, and it knocked Marty for quite the loop. It was incredible, literally. Side note, the word incredible has been abused for quite a while. Its literal meaning is impossible to believe. Over the years, it's also taken on the second definition. Ignore that one and its synonyms. This is the incredible we are talking about today. The reason it's impossible to believe is quite simple. Of all the people on planet Earth, Music Biz Marty should know better than anyone the depth of Chancy Pants' delusions. If Chance told me that the entire troll community was on his side, I'd simply laugh it off. Probably literally, coming from the same person who, in the same breath, calls folks N-word loving white supremacists. Nothing he says should be a surprise. Yet, as you are about to see, Marty hits a brick wall.
I view this as a positive thing. As much as I hate the interface, as much as I think you could change the site's name, that's what it is. It's honestly a good thing. It's honestly a fucking good thing. I hate to tell you. I hate to tell you. I hate to tell you.
You know what you are? You're right. It is a blessing in disguise. It's a blessing for me from God. Oh, but it is. But anyways, I'm gonna let you go back to letting your world crumble, and I'm gonna sit back and watch and enjoy the show.
Yeah, you're gonna jerk off the kids.
Have.
Why do you download pictures of kids on Facebook? Why do you download pictures of kids? It's so weird. It's so weird.
You see that your world is
No,
crumbling.
why do you download pictures of kids?
It's sadness.
Why are you wearing gloves? Why are you wearing gloves, Chance? It's summertime.
Everybody but you see.
It's summertime, Chance.
Everybody but you see.
What's the deal with the gloves?
Hey Nick, why don't you shut your lying ass up?
What do you know about the gloves, first and foremost?
Stop lying to yourself.
Not like warm up there? What's the deal with the gloves, dude?
I can wear what I want, bitch. It's a
Oh,
fashion.
but why?
If you don't
Why
like
though?
it, if you don't
Why?
like it, here's the middle finger for you. I don't give a fuck.
Why though? Why?
Because I can. Because I want to. There's no problem with it. It ain't your choice. It's my life, my
No, I'm
money. I
just
can wear
saying,
whatever
okay.
the fuck I want.
So it's like a fashion
Then
statement.
Marty. But
So your divots in your head are getting worse too, by the
I'll
way.
let you go back to watching your little world crumble, and me and the rest of the chat are gonna sit back, and when it happens,
Well, you believe that everyone here is actually here to support you.
no, when
Pause. Here is where things start to go wrong. Note the surprise in Marty's voice after hearing Chance say he and the chat are going to watch him crumble. It's easy to criticize from the sideline, but it's hard to ignore such a simple and amazing blunder. From the world of sports, it reminds my meatbag of Bill Buckner. Though he wasn't fond of sports, he had occasion see bits of such games as professional baseball. It was around dinner time when the meatbag's dad was watching a World Series game. The batter hit a ground ball right up the first base line. Having seen this at least 100 times before, it didn't even register with him as he walked through the family room. Then he heard his dad gasp, so he turned to look at the television. There he saw the first baseman running after the ball as it rolled into right field. Somehow he, the first baseman, missed the ball. He quickly learned the guy's name was Bill Buckner. To this day, the meatbag doesn't remember what team he played for. Anyway, the point is sometimes people screw up the simplest of things.
when you're
You cannot be that sick.
when you're shit.
Yeah, this whole thing is built around hating you. This whole thing is built around people that hate you. Everyone hates you. Everyone hates
And we're
you.
gonna laugh at you.
You believe
So, bye, Marty's
you
world.
can't be this sick.
Have fun when it crumbles. Have
You,
fun trying
you
to take.
cannot be this far gone, dude. You cannot be this far gone. There's no way. You know, I gotta say, I'm a little bit, I don't want to say like grown. He believes this. He genuinely. Do you think he. Can he believe this? Wow. So, like, Chance, read the chat here, and just, I'm not gonna tell anyone what to think. You know, if they dislike me. If there's a good number of people who do, I'm fine with it. But everybody hates Chance. Like, it's just a fact. Wow. Oh, fucking shit, dude. I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that. This whole time, everyone's been rooting for Chance. Okay.
At take 5, you stay in your car because...
He believes this.
You're not missing anything here. Marty simply let the song you're hearing now play while he sat in silence. At first, this seemed like more theatrics. Watching Cyraxx and Marty is very much like watching professional wrestling. After all, he appeared to be stunned that Chance said some obvious bullshit. The chat at this time was universal in loathing Chance. In fact, Marty got a bunch of donations, likely directed at Chance. It was obvious to anyone with any intelligence that what Chance said could not have been further from the truth. The belief this was an act started to fade rapidly here. There were two options. Either we'd just seen Marty pull the worst error ever seen in locale history, or he was playing a role. After all, Marty loves to say how one of his favorite tactics is letting people think they've won. Could very well just been a ploy to boost Chance's confidence.
If that was the goal, it was very much a success.
However, after Marty mulls things over, he comes to the conclusion that his best course of action is to call the Ohio State Police and report Chance Wilkins for bullying. Of course, the first thought was, okay, this is a setup with fake police. They want to bring back smug Raxx to tear him down. And it worked beautifully. Right now, there are videos of Raxx trying to explain to the state trooper how Marty is actually the bad guy. Except there was one major problem. The police were not fake. We were able to identify the lieutenant Marty spoke with. And as soon as we found that there was indeed a Lieutenant Beep employed at the Ohio State Police, this suddenly looked a lot more like an off-the-cuff maneuver on Marty's part. Surely, if this had been the plan all along, someone like N-Word Boy or William Gloryhole would have told Marty that wasting actual police resources across state lines for profit is not the most legally sound thing to do. William and NWB seem to know where the line is drawn.
Wow. That would make me just like, kind of like a mook. And somehow, like, my delusions have gotten the better of me. And maybe, like, I've created, like, a false reality for myself. Like, I've twisted everything around. Like, I'm this cool, I was gonna say YouTube, but Rumble guy. But in reality, everyone's been rooting for him the whole time. Like, here I am, thinking that I'm gonna get this big time $10 million exclusive streaming deal with the site formerly known as Rumble. Soon to be, well, I guess it's not real. But in my mind, I thought that I was going to to become a big-time partner with Rumble, and they were going to change the name of their site to...
Marty absolutely adores the ability Rumble gives him to use the N-word. He cannot praise them enough for that. He even wants them to change their name to include it. Maybe Marty really has gone home to where he belongs.
Big rebrand. And it's just a figment of my imagination. I feel like my world's crumbling around me. It's time to get back to doing what I do better than anyone in the world. All right, everyone's time to play some Shtigo. Just try to block all this out. Just try to escape into real reality. I'm the Shtigo King. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. I'm the Shtigo King. And yeah, I might take some lumps, but people don't win all the time. Even the best fall down sometimes. Even the best fall down sometimes. Not everyone wins every time, okay? But
fun side note, recently saw Marty make a major error at Stratego too.
Have you ever felt like you're falling while sitting? Is this something that any of you have ever experienced? Because I'm experiencing that right now. I feel like I've fallen out of a plane, but the ground just isn't hitting. You know, so some people might not really believe in it. Some people might not really get it, but they're just haters. Bunch of cuntbag who need to go and suck on their daddy's dick, whose mothers should have spit instead of swallowed. If that's what this is, then I have news for you. You are all going to prison for bullying me for all these years. If anyone's on my side here, how do we go about getting these guys shut down and put into prison for bullying me for years? I'm sorry, but I'm a little bit blown away right now.
At this point, we weren't sure what his deal was. Were we watching an act, or was Marty really having trouble understanding that his Gooner army had not, in fact, turned on him?
His hand's not in the back. I don't see that. Have you guys girl first? Not interested. Not interested. 7 years you guys have been doing this shit to me. Enough is enough. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna take this shit. I'm about to put my foot down. Enough is enough.
You have reached the Ohio State Highway Patrol Columbus Communications Center.
What followed was a combination of glorious Raxxian rage and the uncomfortable realization that Marty had decided to use the Ohio State Police as a tool to get more action out of Cyraxx. In fact, he put this message up during the call. If this was planned from the beginning, then it seems 10 times worse. If this was just Marty's damaged ego, well, we can kind of understand that. Marty has onion skin. When he's late for his own streams, he gets majorly offended when people tell him he's late. See his tantrum on his last stream for more info on that. Spoiler, he held the chat hostage with video of guys clearing gators off the road until he was given enough money to soothe his battered ego. The question becomes,
would a guy who can't handle the slightest bit of criticism do something so extreme simply because Cyraxx made him look dumb?
Absolutely yes.
We're not going to drop a dime on him, but Marty might want to think about how he's going to explain himself if the FBI shows up.
After all, anyone else who heard Lieutenant Redacted's name could reach out to him and explain the circus he was forced to hear was some guy's way of making money harassing a PDF from another state. Lieutenant Redacted might just call the FBI. And Marty, you know they know where to find you. Sure, they're not going to lock you up and throw away the key. However, it could be a big, huge, hairy pain in your ass. Hope this was worth it, buddy.